letting the kids eat the greens, it's the hardest part, or the vegetables. So I'm going to show you how to do a pie with vegetables, especially the green vegetables in it. So let's start doing this. For this, we need to make a dough first. For that, I'm using 500 grams bread flour or plain flour, 10 grams sugar. The sugar makes it crispier, and 3 grams instant dry yeast. We are not going to give it to prove like normal bread, that's why I'm using 3 grams, and 5 grams salt. It's always up to your taste, and 300 milliliters warm water. Let's start doing the dough first. For that, add the flour into a mixing bowl. You can hand knead this without a problem. And sugar, yeast, and the salt. Mix about 30 seconds. Once it combines together, let's start adding warm water. After it gathers together, knead the dough about 10 minutes. So the dough is ready. Take it out. After knead the dough, hand knead it about 2 minutes. Now cut the dough into equal size pieces. I'm going to cut this to 4. Make balls out from each piece. Roll, flatten, and put it in a box, or you can use a plate too. After, put some oil on top. Now press in oil and let it cover with oil. So cover and leave it to rest about 1 to 2 hours, or you can do this overnight and leave it to rest too. So let's do the filling. Filling ingredients can be according to your taste. I'm using 1 bunch silver beet and some spring onions, 100 grams feta crumbed, a teaspoon of stock powder, salt, pepper to your taste, and garlic, few green chilies. Green chilies are always optional. So let's start. Add the stock powder to the feta, and when you do this, make sure that you remember to add less salt, because feta and stock powder both contain salt. So let's cut the green chilies and the garlic. Chop the garlic finely and the green chilies. Add into a bowl. Cut the silver beet. Though we see a lot of greens here, when you cook it becomes very little. Cut it. Now the spring onions or the green onions. Into a pot, add about a teaspoon of oil. Into that, add the garlic and the chilies. Into that, add salt and pepper, and then the silver beet. Instead of silver beet, you can use any kind of a green that you have. Stir fry 2 minutes. Now add the spring onions and cook it until there is no liquid. So it is ready and there is no liquid, and I am going to take it out now. The silver beet is cool enough, so I am going to add the feta with the stock powder and mix it. You can't add feta when it is hot. It's best to add when it is colder. Mix. Instead of feta, you can add cottage cheese or any other soft cheese. So the dough is ready, and I left the dough about 2 hours now. take one piece, it's a bit risen, so punch down and stretch the dough. You can use a rolling pin for this. When rolling, make sure to add more oil. Roll the dough to a nice thin rectangular shape. So it is really soft. Now you can see my palm. I'm going to stretch a little bit more. Now get the silver beet and divide that into 4 parts because we have 4 pieces of dough. So each part to 2. Use 1 part of this for 1 roll. So take 1 part and put it on one. Put it all over. And make sure to leave the ends a bit free. Now take the ends and put it on like this and roll it like a thin roll like this. And when you roll, make sure to stretch the ends. Here we go. And don't tighten it too much. And bring it forward. Now when we are stretching, this side became a bit thick. So don't leave thick sides. Just cut it nicely and seal the ends like this. Now seal the ends well, like this. But don't press a lot. See, it's a really nice soft dough. You can stretch a little bit more like this. You can roll it, but make sure that you leave a little bit of space in between because it will rise a bit more. So tuck this underneath. Here we go. One ready. So this is it. Now this goes back again into a warm place about half an hour to 1 hour until it rises a little bit. So let's do the rest of the recipe. For that, melt some butter. I'm melting about 10 grams butter and brush the top of the pastry with some warm butter. And this goes to the preheated oven, 180 Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit. About 20 to 30 minutes or until golden brown. When you add butter, it gives extra flavor to the pastry and crispiness too. So look at the beautiful pastry I baked, and I baked it until nice golden brown. It's a really soft and moist bread that you can do at home. If you bake this half, and then you can leave them with the tray in the freezer and take it whenever you want and bake back to get this color. I'll cut it and show you how it looks like. This is a really nice pastry with lots of silver beet inside. And even you can freeze these pieces in individual bags or in lunch boxes directly to take to work. And hope you will enjoy this. Thank you for watching.